Several people have asked me what the difference between the different interfaces of Plex, Kodi, and the Dune Media Center interface. So that's what this video is about. It's going to show you what these three different interfaces look like. Okay, let's take a look at movies and see what it looks like. Let's take a look at that one right there, the accountant. Okay, it gives you a lot of information. Now that's a 4K HDR, and it uses DTS HD master audio, 7.1 surround sound. Now let's take a look at one of the cast members. Okay, let's take a look at him. These movies are all the ones that I have in my personal library, so that actor stars in all of these movies here. If we continue down, reviews, extras, related movies. Anyway, that's just part of the interface of Plex running on this media player. I guess I should mention the media player that I'm using is a Dune HD Pro 8K media player. So that's a Dune HD Pro 8K. It uses the newest Amlogic system on a chip, the S928. Okay, here's a little bit more of the interface, newly released movies. Now again, these are my specifically movies recently added. So that's the interface. So now let's take a look at the Kodi interface. Okay, now I was running PM4K for Plex add-on on the Kodi. Now this is actually Core Elec, C-O-R-E, Elec. And that is a Linux version of Kodi. Again, this is what it looks like, but there's many different interfaces that Kodi can have. This is the standard one right here. Titles. And again, I can change whatever that looks like. Now that's a VC1 right there. That's a VC1 video codec. Very few of these media players will play that. However, this device here does. It plays with either software or hardware decoding of that codec. That is one miserable codec. Then you got years. Okay, we're going to take a look at the information on the Miracle on 34th Street, made in 1947, the year I was born. Information, and now that's an H.264 at 1080p. So let's take a look at Maureen O'Hara. Okay, now that's the information it has about her. She was born in Ireland. There's a movie she starred in, the TV shows, and here's all the images. That's Maureen O'Hara, Flaming Redhead. Okay, we're not done. That showed all the TV shows and movies she was in. This one, if we just click on it, it's going to show you the one that she's in that I have. So she's in Big Jake and Miracle. Those are the two movies that I have in my library that she stars in. Well, this is a lot of information that you get from Kodi. Now let's go back to the Dune operating system and see what it looks like. Okay, now we're going from Core Elec back to the Dune operating system. Okay, this is the Dune Media Center interface, and that's what it looks like right there. You got movies, you got TV series, same thing. Continue, not watched. Those are the TV series. Okay, under movies, let's see what kind of information that gives you. Description. That's an H.264, 1080p. Trailers, cast, crew, similar. It gives you a lot of information. Now they're similar, platoon, full metal jacket. Now, how do it know all that? It is smart. Smarter than me. Okay, go back to cast. Let's take Martin Sheen. Okay, there's his biography. A lot of information. If you're like me, I like to know all about these characters, all these actors and actresses. All right, let's take a look at the movies. Now right here, these are the ones that I have in my library. Okay, now here's movies that he's played in, but they are not in my library. I do not have them. So anyway, that's what this interface looks like. So each one of these three interfaces, the Plex interface, now that Plex has to be running on that was a client I showed you. Now it has to have a server running on another device. Now these do not, these other ones do not. So I showed you the Plex client running on this device. I showed you the interface of that. Then I showed you the Kodi interface, and now I'm showing you the Dune Media Center interface. Each one of them has its good points and bad points. But this device does all three of them. It dual boots into Core Elect to give you all this information. Now again, this device that I'm using is a Pro 8K Plus. So the people that asked me about the interfaces, I hope they got a little bit of information from it. At least they could determine which one they like and which one they don't like. Okay, thank you for watching.